All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, a few weeks ago, one of the spokespersons of TINUBU and APC came on Arise and said if Peter Obi truly loves Nigeria, he should be giving the government of the day his ideas on how to run the economy. This actually became a debate on Twitter, and we told the Agbadorians that it is not only about giving you ideas. Do you have the integrity to carry out such ideas in the proper way and manner? Will you be transparent in your dealings while working on the ideas? And it looked like we were being too judgmental. But just few days after we had that debate, the budget padding revelation came up. And we said, okay, is it people who are padding budgets to the tune of 3.7 trillion that you want to go and give ideas? And when they want to carry out such corruption, they will use middlemen. Today, when we talk of budget padding, the picture that comes to everyone's mind is that of Godswill Akpabio. But anyone with a brain will know that Akpabio was only used by the powers in Aso Rock. He will get his share, yes. But the main people behind it came from the Aso Rock. And few hours ago, news broke out that the same thing has started happening with the Student Loan Initiative. Talking about giving the government ideas, the student loan idea was one that this administration took from Obi's manifesto. After fumbling it up for many months, Tinubu signed it into law some days ago. And according to the National Association of Nigerian Students, his son Seyi Tinubu is already corrupting the scheme. Before I show you how they put it, let me quickly show you this update. Stop government officials from spending public funds on private jets to visit you for SALLAH, Shehu Sani tells Tinubu. A former federal lawmaker and social activist, Shehu Sani, has asked Tinubu to stop government officials from spending public funds on hiring private jets to travel to Lagos State simply to greet him for SALLAH. Senator Sani, who represented Kaduna Central Senatorial District in the 8th National Assembly, said this on Monday in a post on X platform while extending Eid al-Fitr greeting to Tinubu. He said, "I wish the president a happy Eid al-Fitr in advance, and please, Your Excellency, tell all elected and appointed public officials not to spend public funds hiring private jets just to come and greet you for SALLAH." Tinubu on Sunday flew to Lagos, where he will spend the Eid al-Fitr holiday and celebrate SALLAH. Now, if you recall, Peter Obi, when he was governor of Anambra State, made the government house so unattractive to visitors. That was just to keep himself guided from wasting public funds. But these ones don't understand the language of caution. They throw public funds around on frivolities while the people continue to wallow in abject poverty. And it is such a pity that when we talk about cutting the cost of governance, or we talk about the way public officers waste government money, some Nigerians only understand these things in the context of the very money they are wasting itself. And then they tell you, even if you pay senators less, even if the president doesn't travel with 1,000 people, what effect will that have on the economy? You are asking that question because you are looking at cutting the cost of governance as only a financial exercise. No, it is not only a financial exercise. It makes the office less attractive. And when you make public offices less attractive, you attract genuine people. If political offices in Nigeria become unattractive today as we speak, 99.9% of the people in political offices today won't be there anymore in the next 3 months. And those that stay till the end of their tenures will not return. Because they are there because it is attractive and juicy. They are there just to steal from the people. And the moment it becomes less attractive, you will not find them there again. And by so doing, you attract genuine people. And that is why Peter Obi always keeps talking about cutting the cost of governance. That is what anybody with integrity will do. Now, let us look at what the National Association of Nigerian Students said about Seyi Tinubu's involvement with the student loan scheme. Look at how the papers reported it. Nigerian students, NANS, asked Tinubu to stop his son, SEYI, from manipulating student loan scheme, diversion for personal interest. The National Association of Nigerian Students has berated Tinubu over what it termed as unauthorized actions regarding the students' loan. Tinubu had during the week signed the Student Loans Reenactment Bill into law. The signing of the bill by Tinubu came after the announcement of a temporary suspension of the commencement of the scheme. The law will allow Nigerian students in tertiary institutions to access low-interest loans for tuition and other academic needs. Reacting in a statement, NANS spokesperson Comrade Victor Igbudu said the association was deeply concerned about the disregard for proper representation and accountability in such a crucial matter affecting Nigerian students. He further called on Tinubu to exercise caution and restrain his son, SEYI Tinubu, from further attempts to manipulate the student loan scheme for personal interest. The statement read, "The National Association of Nigerian Students vehemently condemns the recent signing of the Nigerian student loan without the involvement of legitimate NANS leadership. The association is deeply concerned about the disregard for proper representation and accountability in such a crucial matter affecting the Nigerian students. We express our disappointment with the actions of individuals, particularly Ashraf Sunday, using the name of SEYI Tinubu to defraud and deceive unsuspecting public, undermining the authority of NANS by parading impersonators in the name of our esteemed association. It is evident that their motives are driven by personal gain rather than the welfare of Nigerian students. NANS call upon Tinubu to exercise caution and restrain his son, SEYI Tinubu, from further attempts to manipulate the student loan scheme for personal interest as they move from one office to the other, seeking for contacts in the name of our reverend organization, NANS. We urge Tinubu to uphold the integrity of NANS and ensure that those entrusted with representing students' interests are duly appointed and competent, as Ashraf Sunday has shown incompetence in all sides." You look at it. They have not even taken off, and corruption everywhere. And it is so shameful to learn that SEYI Tinubu is in the middle of all these things. And you begin to wonder, this is a boy that has houses all over Nigeria, in London, in America. This guy has, properties everywhere. He's in charge of all the billboards in Lagos. He's in charge of so many other things. The money he has, he cannot exhaust before he leaves the surface of this earth. Why is he still meddling in the student loan affairs? Remember how he tried to impose his own man as the NANS president? So it was so he could control initiatives like this and siphon money. What a shame. And Peter Obi said something. He said, if a president's family members, that is his wife and children, and perhaps his cousins and nephews and nieces, aren't involved in corruption, he said 50% of the corruption in the country is gone. And so many people didn't understand what he was trying to say. What Peter Obi was trying to point out is the volume of corruption that goes on within the first family. We saw it under Buhari. Now we are seeing it within the first family. And Obi is not saying you must have a family of saints. That is not what he's saying. What he's trying to say is that you, the head of the family, it is you who has sworn an oath to the Nigeria people to serve them with all your might and with integrity. He said, so as the head of the family, you must put your foot down and not allow compromise. Of course, your wife, your children, they are all going to try. But if they find out that you cannot be broken, if they find out that you remain resolute, they will stop. And when the civil servants, the permanent secretaries, the cabinet members realize that your wife and your children cannot persuade you to allow corruption slide, no matter how much they bribe them with, they will stop being corrupt or risk going to jail. And imagine a cabinet where there is no corruption. How will the people working with the ministers and the permanent secretaries steal? That is how you kill corruption. You do it from the very top. But what these guys do is that they lie to us and tell us that change starts from me and you. How can change start from me, who is a mechanic? How can you say that change starts from a barber? How can you say that change starts from a POS operator, when the people at the helm of affairs are siphoning government money? That is not true. Anyway, this is the APC, and under the APC, I will be shocked if anything good happens in this country. If Nigerians want to understand what leadership means, or what it means to be a citizen of a country for that matter, let them do all it takes to bring in a president whose heart beats for the people. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go away.